Hey guys, alright, as promised, I told you I was going to give you a review on the Vaporshark DNA. Well, here it is. So, it comes in a box like this. It's almost like an iPhone type of box. You got your little picture here. I don't know if you can see that. I got the glare on there. Hey, look at that, you can see me. It has all your information on the side here. I'm not going to do the whole up, hey, can you see it? Can you see it? I'm not going to do that. But yeah, it just opens up like this, and there's your device. You just take it out like so. And underneath here, underneath you just have this little hole. Underneath here is that your little charging cable, and it actually does mention it on the side that you have a charging cable. But anyway, here's your device. There's your Vaporshark logo, and by the way, I got mine. And I know a lot of people were sitting there saying, oh yeah, this is rubbing off. Well, I've had this for over 2.5 weeks now, and no, I mean, I'm rubbing really hard, and I'm not getting any kind of give on it. Nothing, no give on it. I think they might have updated their, the product that they use on here to, basically put their logo on there. But anyway, guys, really tiny device, really tiny device. If you'd like something like a Hannah, but you think the Hannah's too bulky, this is just perfect. You got your screen here at the bottom. You got your battery. On the top, it'll tell you what your atomizer is reading at. On the bottom, it'll tell you when you fire the button. And it's basically telling me check atomizer because there's no atomizer on here, but it'll tell you on the bottom what volts it's running at from the wattage. It'll go down to 7 and up to 20 watts. That's kind of a weird one for me. I usually see it go down to 3.3 watts and then go up from there. But yeah, there's your connection. And this is one of the cons I'm going to talk about. The con is that every time I screw an atomizer, at first when I had it, it didn't do it, but after a while, I've noticed that it kind of starts to flake off. It starts to flake off fairly. Once it starts doing that, it's going to keep doing that. I highly suggest if you get one of these, get a JWrap. They have JWraps at jwraps.com. So if you want one to secure your Vaporshark from any other scratches, I'd highly recommend you get one. The buttons on the picture on the box, I'm not going to show the box, but they're silver. I don't know why they're black here. I don't know if this is an old model or what. But yeah, it still works. Button lights up blue. I don't really like this button because it's plastic, and with my iTaste VV, it was plastic also, and eventually it fell out. So I would like to see a metal button. I agree with the Vaping Greek. It should be a metal button with a ring, a LED ring. That would be very nice update. Vaporshark, if you're watching, I highly recommend you take that into terms and basically update the button if you choose to. So we're going to screw a device on it. See how it vapes. I've got the Aerotink. Just checking this out. Just got this yesterday. It actually is not bad at all. Another con, I don't know if you can hear that, but every tank and atomizer I've ever put on here, you hear that? That is not the connection, that's the actual device you have on it. So it just, I don't know what that is. This is screwed all the way down too. I don't know what that is, but I've got it at 8.5 watts, which is the right wattage you want for something like this. But let's give it a vape. Very nice. Very nice. If you're a newbie to DNA mods and you don't want to pay $250 for this, well, this is $169.99 before tax and before shipping, so it's about $175 with shipping and tax. You get the same, and I gotta say this, every single DNA mod that you ever get They all work the same. There's no difference. The only thing that's different about it is some of them you could take the batteries out, like the Hannah. The other ones are infused in here, so basically you can't, if you wanted to, you could probably take these bolts off and take it out and put your own battery in there, but I usually don't do those kind of things. I usually vape it how it is. But this is fairly a decent mod, and it, guys, if anybody's wondering, it's not plastic. It's not plastic on the outside, it is metal. I don't know exactly what the metal is, but I think it's, I want to say it's aluminum. But yeah, it's solid. There's your charging port here on the side. It will turn red when it's charging. It'll turn green when it's done charging. So you're basically, it's foolproof. It's foolproof. You just plug it in there, you let it sit, you come back, you see the little green light. It turned green from red, and you're good to go. Now, if you're using rebuildable atomizers, it will go down to 6.6 ohms. That's as far as it'll go. It won't fire if you go any further than that, and I think everybody knows that. But if it will go from 0.6 on up. Rebuildable atomizers, battery life wise, you'll probably get about an hour to an hour and a half if you have a 0.6 atomizer. If you have something like a Kanger tank or any other kind of tank, like an Aspire tank, anything like that, it should last you about 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, maybe 8 hours, depending on the person that's using it. I usually get a good 6 to 8 hours out of it if I'm using something like this. And if anybody's wondering, if you're using a DNA and you're using an aero tank or any kind of tank like this, 8 watts is this preferred vaping watts for this. It's not too hot, it's not too weak, it's right there in the middle. So, $169.99. I would definitely buy this, but unfortunately I had to do the review right now because I'm getting rid of it. So, this is the last time you're ever going to see this mod on camera, ever. But definitely worth the price. Definitely, if you don't have the money for a Hannah or anything like that, definitely get one of these. They're definitely, it works the same. If you're wondering if a DNA, like if the Hannah works differently, then that's aesthetic reasons. There's batteries you can put in there. You could put, I believe you could put 2 18650s. I may be wrong, but definitely good. I'll put a link in the description where you can buy this device. I'd highly recommend it for you newbies if you're looking for something like a DNA mod, but you don't want to pay $250 for a Hannah mod. This is $169, $175. It's not going to break the bank. Definitely worth it. The cons I showed you: the wiggling of the atomizer on top, the scratching at the bottom, and the button. The scratching at the bottom, scratching at the connection of your atomizers. Yeah, that's a little one. But all in all, good device. But anyway, guys, check you later, and as always, have a vaporgasm.